Stop chatting. Seriously. If you are still sitting there, typing a prompt, waiting for a response, and then copy-pasting that text into an email or a document, you are already losing. You are using 2023 technology to solve 2025 problems. We have officially moved past the era of the chatbot. We have entered the era of the agent. The difference? A chatbot talks. An agent does. A chatbot gives you advice. An agent executes the work for you. Today, I'm showing you the transition from having a smart encyclopedia to having a digital chief of staff. I'm going to break down 7 specific AI agents that don't just answer questions. They browse the web, they negotiate your schedule, they manage your projects, and they control your browser. And you need to stay until the very end. Because tool number 7, it's not just an app. It is the closest thing to God mode technology we have ever seen. It scares me a little, but it's going to make you dangerous. Most people are drowning in busy work because they treat AI like a toy. Today, we build your automated empire. Here is exactly what we are covering. The foundation, transforming basic GPTs into specialist employees. The researcher, an agent that reads the entire internet so you don't have to. The time defender, the AI that ruthlessly guards your calendar. The action broker, how to bridge the gap between thinking and doing. The meeting executive, an agent that remembers every word you've ever said. The browser ghost, the tool that literally takes over your mouse to perform tasks. The ultimate reveal, the technology that breaks the digital barrier completely. This is not a list of cool websites. This is a blueprint for reclaiming 20 hours of your week. Let's dive in. Let's start with the tool you think you know, but you're probably using at about 10% capacity, the custom GPT. The problem, you are wasting hours providing the same context over and over again. Act as a marketer. Here is my brand voice. Here are my previous emails. Every time you start a new chat, you're starting from zero. That is inefficient and, frankly, amateur. The AI solution, OpenAI's custom GPTs. Think of the standard ChatGPT as a generic intern who knows a little about everything. A custom GPT is a senior specialist who knows everything about you. But the real magic isn't in the instructions, it's in the actions. Step-by-step use case. Here is how you turn this from a toy into a tool. Go to Explore GPTs and hit Create. Upload your knowledge base. I want you to upload your last 50 successful sales emails, your brand guidelines PDF, and a CSV of your product pricing. This is the key. In the instructions, tell it. You are my sales architect. Never ask me for tone. Always reference the uploaded emails for style. Always check the CSV for pricing before drafting. Now, instead of prompting, write an email, you simply type, draft a proposal for client X. It already knows the price, the tone, and the structure. It doesn't ask questions, it executes. The secret. Most people ignore the Actions button at the bottom of the configuration screen. You can hook a custom GPT up to Zapier or an API. This means your GPT can not only write the email, but literally send it to your drafts folder or post to Slack. Stop using it as a writer. Start using it as a workflow node. But listen to me, text is cheap. Everyone can generate text. The people who win in the next 12 months are the ones who can automate logic and research. And that brings us to a tool that is currently killing Google. If you are still Googling things, opening 12 tabs, and trying to piece together an answer while dodging ads, you are hemorrhaging time. The problem? Information overload. The internet is a fire hose of noise. Finding a specific, cited, data-backed answer takes 20 minutes of digging. The AI solution, Perplexity Pro. This isn't a chatbot, it's an answer engine. It browses the live web in real time, reads dozens of sources, and synthesizes the answer. It's the difference between a librarian pointing you to a book and a research assistant reading the book for you and handing you a summary. Step-by-step use case. Let's say you're researching a competitor. Don't just ask who is competitor X. Do this instead. Turn on Pro Search. Ask. Analyze the pricing strategy of competitor X based on their changes in Q3 2024. Compare it to competitor Y and create a table highlighting the differences in their enterprise tiers. Perplexity will go visit their pricing pages, read news articles, check press releases, and build a cited table for you in 30 seconds. The secret? The Pages feature. You can take that research thread and click one button to convert it into a beautifully formatted, shareable article or report. You can literally generate a briefing document for your boss or your team in one click, sourced from live data. That is power. We've covered content and research. Now, let's talk about your most finite resource, time. Calendar Tetris. You spend half your day negotiating when to meet, moving blocks around, and realising at 5 p.m. that you didn't actually do any deep work because your day was fragmented by 30-minute meetings. The AI solution, Reclaim.ai. This is an agent that lives inside your Google Calendar. It defends your time aggressively. It doesn't just show you your schedule, it negotiates it. Step-by-step use case. You integrate Reclaim with your task list. You create a habit called deep work. You tell Reclaim, I need 2 hours of deep work every day, ideally in the morning, but definitely before 4 p.m. Reclaim will look at your calendar. If your morning is open, it blocks that time as busy. But here is the agentic part. If your boss tries to book a meeting during that time, Reclaim will automatically reshuffle your deep work block to the afternoon to accommodate the meeting. It keeps your priorities liquid but guaranteed. The secret: decompression time. You can set Reclaim to automatically book 15-minute buffers after every Zoom meeting to ensure you can grab water or review notes. It prevents back-to-back burnout without you lifting a finger. It's like having an executive assistant who knows you need a break. Okay, are you seeing the pattern? These tools are managing your input, but what about when you need to interact with the world? What about when you need to click buttons, navigate complex websites, and deal with legacy software? This next tool, it feels illegal. It's not, but it feels like it. This is where we cross the line from helpful assistant to autonomous agent. The problem: APIs are great, but 90% of the internet doesn't have an API. You want to order food, book a specific flight on a weird airline website, or fill out a government form. ChatGPT can't do that. It can't see the buttons. The AI solution, MultiOn. MultiOn is an AI agent that controls your web browser. It can navigate, click, type, and scroll just like a human. It uses vision models to see the website and determine what to do next. Step-by-step use case. Imagine you need to book a table at a restaurant that uses a clunky old reservation system. With the MultiOn extension, you just type, book a table for 2 at Mario's downtown for Friday at 7 p.m. If 7 is taken, try 7:30. You take your hands off the keyboard, you watch the screen. The AI goes to the site. It finds the reservations button. It clicks the calendar. It selects the time. It fills in your name and email. It confirms the booking. It did the manual labour while you checked your phone. The secret: session resume. You can ask MultiOn to start a task, like find the cheapest flight to Tokyo in May, and let it run in the background while you work in another tab. It will pop up when it's done with the checkout page ready for your final approval. It browses parallel to you. If you are taking notes during a meeting, you aren't listening. And if you aren't taking notes, you're forgetting. The problem: you finish a 1-hour strategy call. You have vague memories of action items. You spend 20 minutes trying to remember who promised what. That is a waste of mental RAM. The AI solution, Fireflies.ai. There are many note takers, but Fireflies is the most agentic because of how it handles the data after the meeting. It joins your calls, records, transcribes, and summarizes. Step-by-step use case. Connect your calendar. Fireflies joins automatically. After the meeting, don't just read the summary. Use the Ask Fred feature. Type, what were the objections raised by the client regarding the budget? It will scan the transcript and give you a bulleted list of exactly what the client worried about, timestamped to the audio. The secret: sound bites. You can create magic sound bites. You can teach the AI to listen for specific keywords like follow-up or deadline. It will automatically clip those moments into a playlist. You can literally listen to a highlight reel of your day's action items instead of rewatching hour-long meetings. We have cleaned up your research, your calendar, your browser, and your meetings. But there is still a gap. How do we get these tools to talk to each other? Most people think you need to be a Python developer to build complex automations. You don't. You just need tool 6. You know Zapier. It's the if this, then that tool. But Zapier Central is different. It is Zapier's take on AI agents. The problem: you have data in a Google Sheet, a client in HubSpot, and a task in Notion. Moving data between them is manual hell. Traditional automation is rigid. If one thing changes, the automation breaks. The AI solution, Zapier Central. This allows you to teach an AI bot how to behave across 6,000 plus apps using natural language. It's not a rigid script, it's a flexible set of instructions. Step-by-step use case. Create a bot called Lead Processor. Give it a behavior. When a new lead comes into HubSpot, I want you to research them on LinkedIn. If they are a CEO, draft a high-priority email in Gmail and ping me on Slack. If they are a student, just tag them as low priority in HubSpot. You don't need to build a complex flowchart. You just explain the logic in plain English, and the agent figures out which buttons to push in HubSpot, LinkedIn, and Gmail. The secret: instant data lookup. You can chat with the bot to query your database. You can ask, "Show me the last 5 leads from California," and it will pull live data from your spreadsheet or CRM instantly. It's a chat interface for your entire business database. I promised you the God Mode tool, the tool that makes you question the future of work. Everything we have discussed so far requires you to use a specific app or a specific interface. But what if the AI didn't live in a browser? What if the AI could see your entire computer screen? We are talking about Anthropic's computer use capability. The problem: the air gap between AI and your OS. You usually have to copy-paste things from the AI into your actual work environment. The AI solution. This is a model that has been trained to use a computer exactly like a human does. It looks at screenshots of your desktop. It knows how to move the mouse cursor. It knows how to type. It knows how to open Excel, switch to Spotify, open a terminal, and code. Step-by-step use case. Imagine you have a folder of 100 receipts on your desktop and a messy Excel spreadsheet. With a tool like Open Interpreter or Claude's API wrapper, you could say, "Take all the PDFs in this folder, extract the date and total amount, put them into this Excel sheet, and then email the spreadsheet to my accountant." The AI opens the files, it reads them, it clicks on Excel, it types the data, it opens your mail client, it attaches the file, it hits send. You are not doing anything. You are watching a ghost work on your computer. The secret. This is currently in the early stages, often requiring some technical setup or API access. But this is the end game. This is where we are going. The future isn't you chatting with a bot. The future is you telling your computer, "Fix my finances," and walking away while the computer does the work. We just covered the spectrum. We moved from custom GPTs for text to Perplexity for research. We automated your schedule with Reclaim, your browser with MultiOn, and your meetings with Fireflies. We connected it all with Zapier Central, and we peeked into the future with computer use. Here is the hard truth. The gap between the people who use these agents and the people who don't is widening every single day. One group is working 10 hours a day, the other is working 4 hours and getting 10x the output. Which side of that gap do you want to be on? I want you to pick one of these tools, just one, and implement it this week. Don't try to do all 7. Pick the one that solves your biggest pain point. Stop chatting, start automating. I'll see you in the next video.